Good morning, Porsche. How are you? Good morning, Virgos. Good morning, good morning, good morning. First and foremost, let me start off by saying I know last night when I came in here and I did the reading, I felt like the energies were all over the place. And so, Spirit woke me up this morning and really weighed on my heart this morning. Good morning, Desmo. I hope you guys can hear me clearly. And so this morning I really felt led to do a strong prayer, and I did, and I had to wash my hands and I had to anoint my hands and I had to anoint my third eye because I don't never want people to think that when they come to my channel, I don't never want people to view me as being self-sabotage and critical, you know what I mean, coming off a bit forceful with my words because I know sometimes I could be a bit outspoken and I could be very blunt and straight to the point. And when I do my readings, it's never my intentions to step on people's toes. You know what I'm saying? Because we all have flaws and nobody is perfect. So yesterday, if I said something to abruptly rub anybody the wrong way or trigger anybody, then please do forgive me. Accept my apology. Because I felt as though I was a bit too critical last night on the reading, and I never mean to come off like that. Sometimes when I do my readings, I pick up on other people's energy, and I don't never know who the message is for, okay? And I feel as though the reason why sometimes things come out the way they do is because Virgo, for many of us, once upon a time, I feel as though many of us Virgos, we gave so much, we gave so much of ourselves to other people, and we were hurt, and we were misled. And I feel as though sometimes, even though you can move on and time passes, and sometimes it could be, anywhere between 1, 3, 5 years, maybe 10 years. And the thing about it, Virgo, is that once we go through a trauma situation, that was very traumatizing, where we had to start all over again, and we had to learn a very painful, very painful lesson. We had to go through that reality check. And so for many of us Virgos, I feel as though because of that pain, the pain was so great that we would determine that if we ever got over the pain and we healed, that we would never ever look back. We would never ever repeat that trauma, that mistake, because it was a lot. It was a lot. You feel me? And so whenever a Virgo has become damaged, broken, torn goods because we have given so much of ourselves and we have been so generous to others, and no, we're not perfect, but we can be your best friend, your best lover. We can hold you down. We can support you because I feel like as a Virgo, we are very sincere, okay? And we have dealt with many storms, trials, and tribulations. And, it's hell when you got to pick up the pieces and start all over by yourself. And now that we're living in a different time where society is showing us each and every day that, the world we live in today is crazy. And so, because of the way we live today, it's a huge need for protection. It's a huge need for protection. It's a huge need for stability. We have to be self sufficient and independent and driven with ambition. We have to learn how to defend ourselves and guard our hearts to keep from becoming prey or becoming victims of others. And so it's not that we wish to step on people's toes. I got my water. I woke up this morning and I started, I put me on a fresh pot of coffee, but then I chose to wake up this morning and I ate me some fresh pineapples. And so I drank some pineapples, and to kind of get me going, I anointed my altar and I said a strong prayer. And so, Virgos, I feel as though because we was forced to learn from that past mistake, And we had to also learn how to forgive the situation. We had to forgive the situation. We had to forgive the person who hurt us. And many of us have dealt with a lot of people, places, and things, and obstacles and distractions that have gotten in our, that has really gotten in our way. And we don't wish to be mean. We're not trying to hurt nobody. It's just that, Virgo, because we are so giving and we're so generous and we're so sincere, and so honest and so truthful, we will give anybody the shirt off our back. And it's like all we want is that same amount of love and understanding and honesty and communication. We want that same loyalty. We want that same stability. We want that same mental, emotional, moral support. We want that back. We want it to be what's the word I'm looking for? Uh, you know, what's the word I'm looking for? We want it to be given back in return, no doubt about it. You know, Precipitated, I think is the word I'm looking for. And so when it comes to this here reading, Virgo, it's Sunday morning. It's July 9th. So you guys know whenever I wake up and I communicate with spirit, I ask spirit to come in, and I had to cover my altar with my spiritual angels, my spiritual ancestors. And it's really weird because when the chariot card came out, and I kept asking myself, why does the chariot card comes out so often in the readings? Because the chariot represents Cancer. Some of you can have Cancer placements. And it's like, yeah, reciprocated. Exactly, Porus. Thank you. And so it's like we're on the right path. We're on the right path. And sometimes we shed tears and we cry not because we are um not because we feel we shed tears because of the situations that we've gone through. you know we shed tears as a cleansing, as a spiritual cleansing. And so it's just like sometimes we have to look in the mirror and say, wow, look how far I've come, because I'm not the same person. A long time ago, Virgo, I feel as though many of us was vulnerable because we gave into the wrong people, we gave it to temptation, and so we was led astray according to lust. And so, for many of us moving forward, Virgo, you got the Three of Pentacles with the Eight of Pentacles here, okay? So that Three of Pentacles, Eight of Pentacles came out first, okay? So definitely focus on trying to achieve some sort of positive goal for yourself, where you are trying very hard to work on your passions, and your craft, and you're trying to better yourself. But for many of us, okay, from what I see here, is that, yeah, like you said, healthy, to shed a tear or two. Exactly, Porsche. And so, even though you have this Three of Pentacles and Eight of Pentacles, Virgo, okay, when it comes to working on projects, when it comes to focusing on your craft and your passion, there seems to be a bit of distraction. And the distraction is the lover. Okay. And some of you could be saying, well, I'm single, I haven't been with nobody. Well, the last person who you was with, who you had a very strong sexual chemistry with, this person who you had a very strong bond with, okay, there was that. It's very possible that you and this individual can definitely be mirroring one another, and this person is still holding on to you. So somehow you still have this person's heart, and they kind of have yours too, even though it could have been a long time ago. For some of you, this could be somebody, like I said, it could be 1 year, 3 year, 5 years, 6, 7 years, 10 years, 12, 13 years. But this person has never ever forgot about you. You understand what I'm saying? And so the situation, it ended on this here third party, right? This Three of Swords. So it's very possible, Virgo, that this person that you got yourself connected to And let's say at the time both of you could have been vulnerable. Okay, this person could definitely still be married, living with somebody, whatever the case may be, and they can have kids. It could involve children. Maybe you was with somebody. Maybe the both of you was in an unhappy situation, and you stumbled upon one another because you was kind of going through same similarities. You understand what I'm saying? But it led to this here unbalanced, unstable situation. It was unevenly yoked. You understand? And so many of you felt as though with the Two of Pentacles that you wasn't sure. You felt as though you was being juggled around. And for most of you, you was being juggled around because maybe you was dealing with somebody who had a strong sexual addiction to others as well. And so it's like this high priest is showing up telling you to carefully examine the situation, okay? Because of the simple fact, after going through that, their third party, uh, needing to take time to go away and heal for yourself when it comes to this here, Four of Swords. Good morning, Raven. I see you now. I didn't see you before. Good morning. And so it's like, needing to take time to go away and heal. I feel as though many of you are still trying to spiritually heal. You are because you have the Seven of Wands. And so you're on defense mode, not because you are in fear or scared or afraid. You're on defense mode because you're protecting your heart. You're protecting you are protecting your spirituality as you should. Because for many of you, you had to learn how to meditate. You had to learn how to focus on some yoga, some Reiki healing, some practices to spiritually cleanse yourself and ground yourself. And that's what I had to do this morning. I had to really wake up and ground myself and pray and really humble myself and cleanse myself, because Virgos, there seems to be a lot of distractions coming in with this here Five of Swords energy. And that could be because you are still connected to this here third party somehow, because there seems to be a connection, even though the both of you have tried to erase each other's energy. You understand what I'm saying? The both of you could have blocked each other, deleted each other, removed each other's phone numbers, cut off communication, haven't spoken to each other. You could have both blocked each other. You understand? But even though you did all this blocking, deleting, removing, emotionally, somebody is still in their feelings with the King of Cups. Okay, somebody is still in their feelings. Okay. And the thing that's crazy about this situation, Virgo, is that yeah, this person has options, okay? And they're sitting here trying to figure out what is the best option. And it's like they don't quite understand um there's a one-sided situation because Virgo, you are growing and developing spiritually, going through your healing process, and you've had time alone to work on yourself and work on the things that are really important, that's mostly important, that you need to work on in order to get your priorities in order. And since this situation between the two of you, you had to learn how to become self-sufficient and independent. You had to learn how to work on your strength, and you had to learn how to rebuild your self esteem and regain back some security for yourself, okay? Because of the damage that this person did to you, not just this person, but several other people, even family members, friends, co workers. So you've been verbally abused, you know what I'm saying? Used and abused and thrown out there in the cold where everybody turned their back on you. And once upon a time, you kept an open door for everybody else. You know what I'm saying? Your house was a welcome place where you would cook for people, cook, clean, do the dishes, mop the floors and all that, and you would welcome people into your home. And a lot of people haven't forgot that. People still remember the good person that you once were. Not saying that you're not a good person today because you are, but a lot of people took advantage of your hospitality. They took advantage of your vulnerability. They looked at you as being vulnerable and weak, somebody who was desperate for friends. And so they came in and somehow you attracted the wrong people because you became the mommy dearest of the neighborhood. The therapist, the doctor. You became the lover. You became the healer. And so when it comes to this other individual who you dealt with, whenever this person was going through some stress or some BS on their own home front, they would come to you for that relaxation. They would come to you to get that stress off their chest when shit was going chaotic at home. They would come to you to lay their head on your shoulder in your bed, in your shower, and y'all would vibe. And it would be like a little mini me vacation for them to get away from what the hell they had going on at home. And then once they come to you and you heal them, they would go back home to their significant other. And it became a repeated pattern and cycle where they kept doing this. So it was an in and out situation. It was never no real commitment. You know what I'm saying? It was always one sided. And so I don't think neither one of you ever expected to come together. This could have been an act of impulse. I don't think neither one of you ever thought this was going to turn into something more. I feel as the longer this situation took place, the two of you ended up developing some sort of feelings for one another. And even though you broke up and you went your own way, and this person kind of strayed out and was with several other people, while you had to cleanse yourself and work on you, the misunderstanding between you and this person, the reason why they view you as being self-sabotaging is because you're not opening the door, you're not letting them back in, and they view you as playing hard to get. But at the same time, they don't understand it's not that you're playing hard to get. You have grown, you have changed, you're not the same person, you are a different individual. Okay, but there still seems to be a longing. There still seems to be a sexual attraction. This person longs for you. Y'all have something in common, whether it's music, chemistry, the way you was vibing. But the thing that this person refuses to see and understand is that this person has not changed. Okay, so even though they miss you the way they do, and they want to come back to you, but they're coming back to you the same person. This person has not changed. You know what I'm saying? So even if you haven't spoken to them 1 year, 3 year, 2 year, 4, 5, 6, 7 years, 10 years, 12 years, this person has not changed. They are still the same individual. You feel me? So the same deceit and manipulation that they did, how they got in the first time, they're trying to come back with that same exact routine, word for word, everything. They're trying to play the script out the way it was because they missed the old you. They missed the old you when you was vulnerable and weak and dampening the strengths, and you was, needy, and you let them in, and they put all kind of love spells on you, and they misled you, and they put all these damn hexes and curses on you. Now you're on point, you're hip, you smell the BS. And so because you smell the BS a mile away, your spiritual ancestors are trying to protect you from this individual. Not because there's so much danger, but because of the vulnerability of what this person put you through, how they really caused you to damn near suffer a nervous breakdown. Some of you got put in the hospital. You had to have surgery. You kept going to the doctor. You was losing your hair. You was losing weight. You lost your appetite because of what this person did to you. Now they're sitting here watching your growth. Now they're sitting here watching you be stable and have this stability and rise up and make this positive change. And they see the difference in you. So it's like some of you can have Sagittarius placements, okay, where you are trying to move in moderation, where there's a need for you to definitely be patient because you are taking on the Queen of Cups, okay? You're taking on the Queen of Cups energy and you're dealing with a King of Cups. So you have a King of Cups emotionally in their feelings trying to use manipulation to get back in because they view you as a Queen of Cups. A person fulfilled with a lot of compassion for others, a lot of love for others given. But at the same time, the Queen of Cups is somebody who's also a spiritual empath, somebody who tends to have some psychic abilities herself. You understand what I'm saying? And so it's like, even though you seem to be going through some sort of turmoil, because the strength card shows up, so you can also have Leo placements as well in your chart, okay? So when the strength card shows up, this is all about strength and stability, and I need to speak to defend yourself on working on, trying to be courageous, and it's like you're going through some sort of turmoil, some sort of challenge at this time where you are needing to work through these challenges, Virgo. And you are clearly seeing what it is you want, okay? And it's like, do you have somebody with the Knight of Cups that want to come in with some sort of small token of appreciation? Yeah. And you could be dealing with strong water sign. Or you could be dealing with multiple people, okay? And you could be dealing with 2, 3, 4 different people who's looking at you and everybody's extremely attracted to you at this time, Virgo. So you got options just like they got options, you know. And so this person can have a fear of you sleeping in the bed with somebody else, okay, because you two had such a strong sexual chemistry to the point where, Virgo, some of you have been celibate because you have chosen to be celibate, just like I have, because you have learned so many painful lessons that you chose to close the door completely. You know, I mean, you have become a virgin, you know, and I get it because I've been spiritually celibate now my damn self 6 years. You know what I'm saying? So shit, me being spiritually celibate for 6 years because I had to learn painful lessons. You feel me? And so I haven't let nobody in. And so I kept my heart closed, shut, blocked, all that, and I had to work on my heart chakras. You know what I'm saying? Because I want somebody new in my life. I do. And it's like, you know, the kind of person that you deserve to be with, and until you get with that person who is Mr. Right or Mrs. Right, you are not going to open the door for nobody. You're not going to open your legs, you're not going to open your heart, you're just not going to do it, not right now, until the right person comes along. Now moving forward, Virgo, um you are trying hard, you know what I'm saying, the Nine of Pentacles with this here Nine of Cups, you know. So there is some sort of wish granted moving forward that's helping you to focus on yourself with the Nine of Pentacles and the Nine of Cups, some sort of wish granted. And I feel as though the wish that's being granted is you focusing on the Ace of Pentacles. So I do feel as though your pentacles are going to change because somehow, Virgo, you got Aquarius. Some of you are being led. So like I said, Virgo, a lot of you can have Aquarius placements, Leo placements, Cancer placements, you know. Um, Even some of you can have Aries, but it's like you focus on your dreams, your wishes, your hopes, your aspirations, and your ideas. Okay, some of you can see what it is you want. Some of you sit up, you know, day after day, night after night, and you all you be asking spirit for is like, you know what, spirit, I just want a new home. I want a new car. You know, I want to move somewhere that's beautiful, that's safe. I want it to be a beautiful scenery. You know, I want to go on vacation or either move me somewhere in a safe haven where I have a good job, where I'm happy, where I'm stable, you know, bless my finances because inflation is a kicker, you know. And so it's like you're doing everything you can to keep your head above the water, you know, when it comes to being self-sufficient, independent, and responsible and reliable and trustworthy and being a go-getter. And so you're trying very hard to tap into your spiritual realm right now with this here Page of Pentacles, okay? And you are ready for something new with the Page of Wands. It's like you are determined, you're ready. You know, it's like set, go, you're ready. And you have this Chariot here. So when the Chariot comes in, you're overcoming conflict, or there's a need to overcome conflict, because when the Chariot shows up, that's all about showing you the right path, you know, putting you in the right direction, or somehow the Cancer showing up, you know. Yeah, financial blessings for sure, you know. And so that could definitely be a good thing. And for me, it's kind of crazy because, like I told you guys, I have two kids that are cancers, right? My son, his birthday is June 29th. My daughter birthday July 3rd. And my mother's dad, my grandfather, his birthday July 3rd. So my grandfather and my daughter share the same birthday. And then my son and my dad's mother, June 29th, they share the same birthday. And then my god sister who passed away, her birthday is June 28th. And my god sister and my grandfather, they're both deceased, and I feel like I got their energy over me real strongly. You understand? Helping to guide my path. You feel me? And then I had both of my great grandparents, my great grandmother and my great grandfather. They were both happily married. They were Leos, and I have strong Leo placements in my, you know, my birth chart. So I feel like I got that Leo and that Cancer that's sitting there really protecting me. And then I got a hardcore stubborn grandmother who's a Capricorn. She's over there. She ain't going for no BS either. So that's why I said, Virgo, a lot of you have loved ones on the other side who have passed away. I even, you know, like I said, I just told you I had a death in my family here recently, like maybe a month ago. And I know she's watching over me too. You know what I'm saying? So because of the death that I just recently went through, Virgos, you know, like I said, many of you, you've been through some situations, you've been through some things. And so that's why some of you could be feeling a bit stuck and isolated right now, trapped inside your head, because it's so many things that you want to do. Virgos, you want to be happy. You do. You want somebody in your life who's genuine and sincere. And as much as you and this person share together, you just can't let them in because they haven't changed. You know what I'm saying? This person is still stuck doing the same thing, and y'all are on different levels. Even if this person tells you that they're a go-getter or they have a job, they still the same individual, and that's the problem, and that's the reason why it's like oil and water, night and day on two different accords. And so it's not going to work. You and this person is unevenly yoked because you're going to the right, they going to the left. They have a lot of responsibilities on their plate. They probably got a whole lot of outside kids. They probably got 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 different kids, baby mamas. So because they got a bunch of baby mamas or a bunch of baby daddies, they still in communication with all them baby mamas and baby daddies, and they trying to raise all these kids, and they probably paying child support, back pay arrears. They have a lot of things on their plate. So that's keeping you two apart, you know? It's a trigger. And so it's like you sitting here not understanding, well, what can I do? You're forced to have to go on about your business. Okay, this person can't go with you, and it's a waste of time. Even if the two of you are longing to come back together and you want to make love and you want to be intimate, it's only going to be a waste to burn up energy, because soon as you make love and you be intimate and you have this moment and they get up and they leave and they go back home, and then the both of you are going to start feeling some kind of way, then it's going to be blocking and ghosting all that all over again, because you can't be together. This person's already obligated, committed to somebody else, and they can never give you the future that you're really looking for, that you're seeking. So therefore, you're going to have to move forward, and then you're going to have to allow God, you're going to allow spirit to open up a new door and invite somebody into your life brand new, who you are worthy of being with. So I feel like the spirit is really trying to help, um you know, initiate somebody new in your life in the future that's going to come into play. And you're here, your hermit card showed up. So this is the reason why there's a need for you to go within and really seriously reflect on the whole situation and look at it carefully for what it really is, okay? Because some of you, you're trying to release the burdens off your back. You are tired of carrying the load. Many of you, Virgo, you've been carrying that 10 of Wands in your life for a number of years, okay? And you have been shitted on by so many people. Like I said, family, friends, co-workers, lovers. You have been shitted on by so many people that you do deserve to be happy. You deserve to be completely abundant and fulfilled. You deserve to have everything and then some. And so I feel like spirit is really trying to open up the door and really bless you and anoint you and touch you and save you and protect you and give you those things. Yeah, Desmond, you said they laughed in your face. Right, exactly. But I feel like a turnaround is coming, Virgo. A turnaround is coming. A change is coming. Is there some conflict and jealousy and envy and competition? Yeah, but I feel like spirit really is holding on tight to you. So even though you can have all this here around you, I feel like spirit is telling you don't worry about it, because spirit is going to handle this situation that's around you that's trying to spiritually attack you. I feel like spirit is going to cover that, and spirit is going to tell you don't worry about it. Just keep going forward. I'll take care of your BS and your drama. You just keep going forward and do the things you have to do for you in order for you to coexist. So this way your life could be managed, And so I think that's what it is, Virgo. You're seeking some sort of manageability. You're trying to really manage your resources, and you're trying to manage your resources wisely, especially when it comes to your spending. So you are trying to really save and budget at this time, because like I said, many of you can see yourself wanting to have a new car, a new truck, a new business, LLC. You're really striving to go forward. It's things that you really want in your life. You want to be happy. You just want somebody who's going to be a real genuine friend to you and be sincere, and have somebody in your life who you have something in common with, where you don't have to keep getting out here and dating multiple people and trying to get to know a whole bunch of new people, because that could be stressful too when you're out there in the market and you're trying to date from pillar to post. You know what I'm saying? And you don't really know somebody, and nobody has time to really, because that could be scary too, because we live in a world where society is effed up. you know and so yeah, with the 8 of Cups, Virgo, moving forward, not looking back. Like I said, you really don't care to repeat any patterns and cycles. Anything that once upon a time damaged you, you're releasing all that, and the thing about it, Virgo, like I said, this person from the past, they're still holding on to your energy. And that's the reason why there could be a little bit of mirror, because they're holding on to you, they're pulling on to you. It's like they have a fishing rod and they're hooking themselves to you, or they could have did some sort of love spell where they are still bonding themselves to you. And It's crazy because you two are still feeling each other's energy even though you're not together in the physical. Okay, so somehow this person has latched on to you in the spiritual realm. Okay, and who knows, maybe when maybe when the both of you cross over on the other side, you may come back together then. um but now in the physical, I don't think so. I feel like Spirit's going to open the door and bless a new person to come into your life and show you what true love really is, because this past person, they don't really quite know what true love is. Even if they feel as though they love you, um, you got a 10 of cups coming, okay? And like I said, this could be with a new person, okay? And the other thing about you and this past person, Virgo, is that the two of you, you never really received that proper closure on a situation. It ended on difficult terms, and the two of you never really had that one-on-one serious conversation of communication. And it could be because the person who you dealt with is a bit petty and immature, and they don't really quite know how to communicate with you because they're not on the same level as you, so they may not even know how to carry a serious adult conversation. And so this person could be very childish and they don't really know how to speak. And so I feel as though because the two of you never really got that closure, that maybe once upon a time you was looking for an apology, um but it ain't even that. I feel as though some of you have wanted to communicate or hear from this person, just so you could kind of know where this person's head at and kind of know what is it that they're doing with themselves today, because for some of you, you haven't seen them or spoken to them in a long time. And so you just kind of wondering like how they doing, how they doing, because you're a cordial person. You know how to keep everything cordial. And so right now, like I said, Virgos, you are blocking your heart. Okay, you're guarding your heart. You're on defense mode for sure. And I feel like this person is well aware of that. And so yeah, with the Four of Cups, doing a lot of heavy contemplating, meditating at this time when it comes to what your next step is. I feel as though, Virgo, you already know what your next step is, and that's the better yourself. You're seeking bigger and better things. Okay, you're keeping an open mind. You're staying positive. You're striving forward, and you're gonna keep moving forward regardless, because Spirit is holding on to you. Okay, so that's a beautiful thing. As for this person, I don't really quite know. Because for one, if they're already married and they're in a situation with somebody else, it's not gonna work out anyway. So that's a waste of time, because you can't be with somebody who's still out there in the streets and they're sleeping around multiple people, catching all kind of diseases, and they probably strung out on drugs and alcohol, popping pills and all that shit and smoking, and they haven't gotten themselves clean. So they still out there in the street, caught up in the world, probably still going to strip clubs and screwing young people. You don't know, you don't know. Some of them could be sleeping with the same sex in the closet. You know what I'm saying? Transgender. You don't know. No shade, no shade. I'm just saying. You know, we have to be careful. We gotta think first before leaping. We gotta think before doing. Alright, let me see. Let's see what else wants to come out, Virgo. Because I feel like that is a message for somebody. Like I said, the Eight of Cups want to show up. So you're definitely moving forward, okay? You got your back turned to the past. You can have somebody who wants to come and move forward to you, but there is a Nine of Swords energy here. So there does seem to be a lot of anxiety and stress and variation at this time. Somebody could be losing sleep, because of the hurt and the pain that this person put you through, okay? What else wants to come out for my Virgos before I shut it down? Because I'm getting ready to shut it down. But stay positive, Virgo. I only come in to do a reading as I'm spiritually led to do so. And so when I come in to do a reading, it's because Spirit wanted me to come in here and humble myself and ground myself. And like I said, if I stepped on anybody's toes and if I triggered anybody last night reading, please do accept my apology and please forgive me. I never mean to come in here and be harsh or critical or self-sabotaging. I'm not here to pick on anybody, step on toes. I'm not here to judge. Like I said, we all have flaws. Nobody's perfect. I'm just here to let people know that change is here. I'm a different person, not the same person. In the past, we made a lot of mistakes, but this is not the past anymore. So moving forward, 5, 10 years, moving forward later, we're on some different shit, And so this is why we refuse to look back, and this is why we have shut doors, okay? And this is why we haven't opened the doors, because people from the past, they're still on that same BS, okay? And that's just what it is. No hard feelings. It is what it is. Lesson learned, take it for what it is, chalk it up and keep it moving. We live and we learn, right? Getting those obstacles out the way. Yeah, Ace of Cups, Virgo. Somebody, like I said, somebody wants to come in here, have a new beginning with you. Okay, I do feel as though there was some self sabotage where somebody did some black magic. You could have been dealing with a negative Libra, but I feel like now you're getting ready to receive some sort of justice in the situation. Okay, somebody tried to stop you and block you, but I feel like those chains about to fall off. Those chains are falling to the wayside because you have been completely open and honest with your communication. Okay. And so now, Virgo, you continue to walk in love and light and wisdom and knowledge, peace and patience. And so, yeah, humbling yourself and grounding yourself spiritually every day, working on yourself. Because we have to work on ourselves each and every day. Okay? So let me see. Anything else? Any other messages want to come out for Virgo? Be careful when it comes to breadcrumbing. My goodness, Two of Swords. Some of you could definitely be feeling trapped and isolated at this time, going through some sort of feeling challenge right now. Difficult decision that has to be made, whether this has to do with love or work. Okay, some of you when it comes to giving and receiving. Okay, you don't want to just feel as though when you receive it, soon as you receive it, you go broke because you got bills to pay, and you don't want to feel as though somebody is shortchanging you either when it comes to your paycheck and your hours, and you don't want to keep being at a place where you're not appreciated and somebody's taking from you and they take it from your mouth, or you know, robbing Peter to pay Paul. You know what I'm saying? And like causing you to go hungry, or causing, you know what I'm saying, taking from the mouths of your children, wanting you to feed them and fuck them, but they're not coming to the table with shit. They're not bringing shit to the table. They're not bringing shit to the door. They're not offering you nothing but a nut, you know? And that's the reason why you got the door closed. Because you know your worth. You know your value. You value yourself. You know your worth. And this person may not see you for your worth. This person may not, they may not respect your value. They may not understand. They may have trouble understanding. They may lack education. And, maybe they don't read enough or something. I don't know. You know? Yeah, see, Virgo, devil energy, that temptation, addictions. This person could be addicted to you, addicted to sex, addicted to porn, whatever the case may be, gambling. Okay, and see, judgment is here. Judgment is here. So you're either going to go through a rude awakening or you're going to go through a spiritual awakening. But like I said, the universe is on your side, trying to protect you as much as possible. But you're definitely going to have to release this here devil energy, because this devil energy is still holding on to you and it's still trying to come in. And yes, this is a past person who is reminiscent of the past that you two shared. And for some of you, this can even be a narcissist who got the eye on you, spying on you, okay, coming in like a thief to get what they want. And then once they come in and get what they want and steal from you and take from you and lie to you and cheat on you, they're going to leave you alone. They're going to ghost you and block you and delete you and do all that stupid shit all over again. Okay. So yeah, the Six of Swords is here. So it's definitely time for you to move on and release this here toxic energy, okay? Because you're not getting nothing from it, Virgo, and that's what you're doing. You're moving forward. You're looking at your watch like saying, yeah, the time has come for you to leave. You feel what I'm saying? So I feel like your hard work is going to definitely be paid off, no doubt about it, with the Four of Wands, okay? Some of you could be dealing with a Taurus, the hyphen, or you can have Taurus in your chart. And so when the hyphen shows up as a lesson well learned. Good morning, Stephanie. How you doing? So when the hyphen shows up, the hyphen shows up as seeking answers from a higher source. Okay, paying close attention to the lessons that's being taught. Okay, somebody who's like spiritual intervention. Okay, so maybe this is a situation that needs spiritual intervention. And maybe even the two of you need to go through some sort of spiritual counseling. Okay, if the both of you are really trying to make this work and come back together, there's a need for spiritual counseling. There's a need for therapy, relationship therapy, marriage counseling, whatever the case may be. But you definitely need to seek answers from a higher source, which some of you could be doing. Whether it's from speaking to a counselor, meeting with a spiritual meeting, whatever the case may be. Three of Wands, like I said, your ships are definitely coming in. Okay, so, but there's a need to let go. Some of you, that this huge sacrifice, this price that needs to be paid. Some of you have already sacrificed so much in your life. The price has already been paid. Okay, so I feel like time has come just to let go. because for many of you, yeah, with the Five of Pentacles, you felt left out in the cold by this individual. Okay, this person did you so wrong with the Nine of Swords. Okay, and so now with the Queen of Swords, it's time for you to set some sort of clear boundaries in place for yourself because you've been through hell and back. Okay, and so now after going through all of the trials and the tribulations and the storms and all the darkness, now it's time to allow the silver lining to come in above the cloud and free yourself. You know? So hopefully this reading has helped you, Virgos. I hope you got something from it because you are seeking the sun. So you are seeking your own peace of mind, your own happiness for sure, Virgos, okay? And I feel like the sun is looking at you and you're looking at the sun, okay? And so definitely new opportunities on the horizon with the Ace of Swords. You got what was the Ace of Swords, Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Cups, okay? You are ready to take a leap of faith moving forward with the Fool card, okay? Some of you are gonna have to release this energy, okay? Because people have stabbed you in the back. And you still got people stabbing you in the back, okay? Co-workers, ex-lovers trying to come back. You dealt with some people that really stabbed the shit out of you. They put knives all in your back. And some of you are still dealing with jealousy and animosity, and you still got a few people trying to put knives in your back. People that's trying to keep you stuck, okay? Where there's a need for you to free yourself. And this is why you're doing a whole lot of meditation and contemplation and really trying to figure some shit out, you know? And so, yeah, there could have been a whole lot of deceit. Somebody's wearing a false mask, moon card, Pisces energy. So, there could be some secrets hidden deep beneath the surface too. Somebody could be hiding their emotions. They could be hiding their feelings. They're not telling the truth when it comes to how they really feel emotionally, okay? So they could really be emotionally fucked up and emotionally still have feelings for you. And they just don't know how to open up and say that shit and share because they have to keep it hid. They have to keep that shit hid. They can't open up. They can't tell nobody they really still in love with you and that they never got over you, and that they fucked up. You understand what I'm saying? And so beneath the surface, deep down inside, I feel like this person really do still care about you. They just, they're putting on this facade like it's all good and dandy and they don't need you and they good without you, but they longing like a motherfucker for you. And at the end of the day, Virgo, y'all got your Ten of Cups. Your Ten of Pentacles coming, just like I said, Ten of Cups. You're coming for some sort of Ten of Pentacles, Virgo. And I feel like Spirit wants to bless you with something new in your life, okay? Because you're coming in with the Queen of Wands, okay? So definitely taking back your power, okay? Definitely focusing on your stability. I feel like you're going to do that no matter what. Because as a Virgo, stability is everything. Virgo, if you are not stable, you ain't fucking with it, okay? That's just how it is. As a Virgo, our mentality is stability. We have to be self sufficient and independent and driven. We have to be a go getter. We have to get it. We have to maintain that. We have to keep that roof over our head. We have to eat. We have to wash our ass. You feel me? So it's like if we don't have that major stability and we don't have that spiritual growth, that mental, emotional, spiritual, moral support that we need, if we don't have that spiritual place, if we don't have that sacred space that we could go to and get on our knees and hand and pray and cleanse and ask God for forgiveness, it ain't gonna work. So we're on a different level. We're on a different vibration, Virgo. We really are. Okay? I just said a lot. I had to release that energy. I feel like you're done being breadcrumbed. You're done. You're done with the Six of Pentacles. When it comes to giving and receiving, it's your time to receive. And so when it comes to this painful ending between you and a Scorpio or somebody with Scorpio placements, you're going through a spiritual rebirth. Okay, you're going through a spiritual rebirth, and so I feel like when it's all done and said, Virgo, you're going to be celebrating yourself. Okay, so I think I'm gonna leave it there. I done said everything. You do have somebody who's trying to chase behind you and stop you and be a distraction. Okay, but I feel like you're manifesting. You're manifesting new beginnings for yourself. Okay, you got the ace. It's crazy. You got the Ace of Cups here. Like I said, new beginning. Ace of Cups with the Two of Cups. Okay, you got the Ace of Cups with the Two of Cups, but you got your mind focused on this here, making future plans. Okay, and so abruptive changes, unexpected changes, it could be a change of job, a change of scenery, a change of movement, change of place, who knows, okay? But I feel like this tower that's coming in, it could be a good thing, a bad thing, but I feel for you Virgos, we're not with the drama. You know what I'm saying? So we are trying to live a complete drama-free, stress-free, migraine, headache-free. We don't have time for the drama, the noise, the trouble, the violence. That's not us. We're seeking peace and resolution. Okay, it's like power to the people. All right, one love. And on that note, you guys, I'm gonna let you go. Let me take a sip of my water. Let me turn my AC back on. I hope you was able to receive something from the reading. I hope you enjoyed it. Shout out to everybody who got in on the chat. I appreciate your support. I know I'm not here every day to do a reading, but like I said, Virgos, I come in and I give you a reading as I'm led to do by spirit. Okay, so if you don't see me every day, it's not because I don't care. Okay, I'm sitting here. I'm sitting here like you, keeping my head above the water. You know, I'm doing what I gotta do. You feel me? Good night, Porsche. It's nighttime where you at, Porsche? It's only 8:03 a.m. where I am, Porsche. It's morning time here in the United States. So Porsche, where you at? Is nighttime now? Okay. Cause Porsche, where you at now, Porsche? You in where, Porsche? Cause I know, are you in Dubai, Porsche? Where you at, Porsche? 10 p.m. Where you at, Porsche? Okay. And so who's in Dubai? I don't know. Porsche, I don't think you in Dubai. You in Australia. Somebody's in Australia and somebody's in Dubai. You in Australia. That's what it is, Porsche. I know it's beautiful. Is it beautiful? What's the weather like in Australia right now, Porsche? Cause I know all over the world we've been going through crazy weather. You know, storms, floods, fires, mosquitoes, all that, right? All that. You said it's winter in Australia right now. Wow, it's winter. Ain't that something? Wow. Well, it's summertime here in the United States. Summertime here, girl. And for some people, we burning up. Okay, some people is like 90 degrees, 90 to 5. For some, 100, 110. So yeah, you said strong winds and rain, Porsche. Wow, I know we had some rain for a couple of days. You know, off and on. A little bit of thunder and a little bit of lightning. Nothing major. You know, some people had some floods, some flooded areas though. But yeah, that's amazing though. Okay, so it's wintertime and it's summertime here. All right. Well, on that note, you guys, I'm going to wish you guys love and light, wisdom and power, knowledge, all that. Stay beautiful, stay strong, stay smart, do what you got to do. Keep it moving, keep your head up, you guys. One love. I love you guys. Thank you for supporting the channel. Feel free to book a reading if you need to. All right.